Hey guys, Restore Thrive. We're back here today, finally, talking about how to fix your bad posture. And specifically, we're going to talk about today if you find yourself always rounded forward, rounded through your upper back, or your shoulders are rounded forward. How do we fix that position? Tightness in the front, stiffness in the back, soreness between your shoulder blades. We're going to deal with all that. So let's jump into it. So we've got a couple of tools here that we're going to use. We're going to start first with what we call global extension, and that's meant to really open up this thoracic spine area. So what we'll do is we'll take our foam roll, we'll put this at the base of our thoracic spine and rib cage here. Make sure that we have our abs engaged. We can put our hands behind our neck if we need a little support for our neck, or we can just cross our hands over our shoulders as long as we can keep our chin down. All I'm going to do from here is try to bend backwards over the roll and exhale as I get to the end range here. If that's a little stiff, what I can do is I can just bend back and forth over the roll, keeping again my hands over my shoulders or hands behind the neck, until that starts to feel a little bit looser, and then work my way up all the way until I get to the top of my shoulder blades and I'm able to take that pressure. So that's global mobilization of your thoracic spine. We can use something a little smaller if we need to get specific. If you've got that one or two spots in your back that always gets tight, we recommend using a double lacrosse ball taped together with some duct tape or athletic tape. Or we can use something from our friends at Mobility. This is what we call the Gemini. And so this fits pretty well right between those segments in your spine. So I'll show you with the double lacrosse ball. And again, it's really the same in terms of positioning. We can start at the bottom of the rib cage, lay back over this. First thing we want to be able to do is just take a full breath in and out. And if we can take that full pressure of our weight through the ball, we can grab ourselves, just give ourselves a little hug. My hands are trying to stay kind of at the level of the ball as I wrap my hands around, and then I can roll side to side. So if I'm a little tighter on the right or the left, I'm going to be able to tell that pretty easily once I start rolling. After I've loosened that up, if that feels good, I'm going to take both hands, put one on top of the other, and start flexing my arms back and forth overhead, making sure that as I do that, I'm still keeping my abs engaged, my rib cage down. I'm not arching my back to get my arms up like this, because that's just working around the limit you have in terms of flexibility through your shoulder and your middle back. So once we've done that, again, we can work up and down the back. What we want to do is we want to attack the front of the shoulder here, because that's the other piece. If we're rounded forward like this, not only are you going to be stiff through your middle and upper back, you're going to be a little tight through the front of your shoulder and chest. So we can stay right here and use something like a softball, or this is what we call the Supernova, another mobility wad tool that we like, and we can work this front of the chest area. And this is a real simple mobilization. What we're going to do here is put this ball in the front of the chest. I'm going to lay down on top of the ball, start with my arm overhead, bring my arm all the way behind my back to open up that front of the shoulder, and then put my weight into the ball by rolling on and off that side. I can reposition that ball as I need to, and then roll back and forth again. The dog can help. If you need a little bit of help from a friend, they can push from behind. You can spin that ball and wind up the tissue there, and then start to work a little deeper in as well. We want to work on that again for about 2 minutes or so, or at least until that starts to feel a little more comfortable with that full weight of your body on the front of the shoulder here. So the last one, move dog, we're going to work on repositioning the shoulder just using a basic jump stretch band here. So this is the Monster Band. You can get these from Rogue Fitness. We want to start with this band up around the front of the shoulder. I'm going to take my hand, put it behind my body again to open up that front of the shoulder and chest, grab with my free hand and turn away and let that band pull my shoulder back. Now as I'm doing this, I don't want to arch through my back. I want to make sure I keep my rib cage down, abs on. I can lean into the band and hold, and then let it go, let it pull my shoulder back, Try to bring my hand up my back a little bit farther, keeping that good shoulder position so that shoulder's not dumped forward. It's set back in a real stable position. We can hold that position for anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes. We feel like if you've got issues in terms of really honing in on that good position and you find yourself always flexed forward, these mobilizations really start to help open you up and give you that good posture that you need. We'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks for tuning in.